Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Julia, aka The Mug Life DIY, and if you're brand new to my channel, definitely thanks for stopping by. Welcome, yeah. I would love it if you guys would subscribe, like, hit that bell notification. Yeah, sorry guys, it's real life here. Today I am collabing with my friend Nicole over at The Week's Nest. If you have never checked out her channel, definitely be sure to check out her awesome channel. She has so many amazing craftastic ideas in her wheelhouse. Definitely watch her collab video and all of her awesome channel inspired DIYs and home decor. She's much more poised than I am. I'm a rambling sorry guys. So today we are doing a Dollar Tree DIY collab to share with you all of my ideas. Yeah, words are hard guys. I've had way too much coffee today. So I hope you guys will like this video. Be sure to check out her video and I would love it if you would subscribe. I feel like I already said that before, so that's it. Let's get on to this video. All right, so let's jump into project one. This is, let's see, what are these things called? Garland? No, I'm gonna call it a garland. Anyways, I had these leftover, oh God, see, they were from lights. I had them in our RV and the lights broke and I kept the little metal shapes. Oh gosh, I'm sorry guys. Today is just one of those days. Anyways, I kept all of these really cool shapes because I thought I could reuse them and I wanted to have a garland that I could put over my fireplace or on my desk and add some fun little elements. So I am using these Dollar Tree little decorative balls. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look at the packaging and see what they are called. I used about 4 packages and some leftover twine. It's actually the wired twine that I'm using just because I wanted to have some good shape. And then I did add some little Dollar Tree twinkle lights as well, just added a little touch. And I am just wrapping around, thickening up so that my little shape wouldn't fall off on one end. And of course, on the other end, I am adding a tassel. If you guys are unsure of how to make tassels, here is a quick little, I'm gonna say quick tutorial. I just wrap it around my hand, probably like 15-20 times, cut it off from my very messy jute string pile, and then I'm going to wrap the little top head with a smaller piece of string twine, yes. And then I'm going to cut the bottom and string that onto my garland. And here you can see how I just kind of strung it over on my little TV stand. Yeah. But my goal is I would like to hang it underneath of our mantle once my husband finishes making that. So this is a super fun and easy DIY. So project 2, I'm still working on our living room and I wanted a really fun, I was kind of thinking a whimsical boho inspired / dream catcher, but kind of like a modern twist on a dream catcher. So I am using 3 of these little Dollar Tree pieces. 2 are the triangles and 1 is the square, and one of these, it's like a little wooden plank, and I chose the Wild at Heart. I was going to use one of my little blue ones and then paint over the saying, but I found this one not too long ago and I just really loved the design and the saying, so that's what I am going with. Now I am painting over the brown color. I just wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't quite loving the brown. I didn't think it stood out enough and it just wasn't enough color for me. So of course I had to paint over them, and I really like this yellow mustard color with the blue, and I think it's a really cool color combo. And because I did have to pull out the little succulents, I just had to re-hot glue them. Now they do have this little, almost like a little needle sticking up so you can push the succulent back on, but I could not quite push it back on. I was too scared that I was going to push it and then my finger would bleed, so I kind of just barely pushed it back on. So I just used, of course, a lot of hot glue. Now, to attach my little succulent pieces to my wall plaque, I use these little eyelet hooks that I originally purchased at Lowe's. It was a pack of probably 50 different pieces, and I've used them for several projects. I made an earring holder with some, and I feel like I've done something else with them. Can't even recall what, but I have really loved this piece. I'll try to find something similar on Amazon so you guys can see what these pieces are, but they are amazing. So I attached them to the top, and I'm going to attach them to the little wood plaques as well. I did use 2 of the smaller ones on the yellow one, and since I am kind of making that square into a diamond, I did have to go with a larger screw. So the 2 yellow ones are smaller, and then the blue one is a little bit larger, but I really don't feel like that makes a big difference when you're looking at the overall piece hanging. And I have said this before, you just have to keep like pushing and screwing. Like, it is a little bit of a tedious process, but just keep twisting, and it'll eventually go through. Because this isn't real wood, it will split, or mine split on the blue piece because I did it on a seam. So I just used a little bit of my hot glue around the part that split, or you could even use some wood glue just to secure it. You can see me just kind of adding a little bit right here, but it really didn't split as bad as I was thinking since it's not real wood. So I was highly impressed with the durability of this. Now, to hang my 3 pieces to the Wild at Heart sign, I am using this leather cord that my mother-in-law gave me. She actually sent me a whole bunch of really cool pieces. Actually, I think they're like jewelry making pieces, but you could totally use some jute string or twine or rope or whatever you have laying around to attach these pieces. This is just something I was thinking, hey, I really like this leather element and these yellow beads that I actually think I got from a thrift store. I don't even know. But you can definitely use the Dollar Tree beads, or you wouldn't even have to use beads if you just wanted it to be a little bit separate or different. I just love color, so I wanted to incorporate the yellow to the blue, and I thought it was a nice little touch. And I'm basically going to do the same step that I did for the blue piece for the yellow piece, and I'm just going to use 3 of my little yellow beads and 2 pieces of leather cord and attaching it just with some simple knots, and pretty much that's about it. I also went in to these little spaces to add a little bit of a color. This was a marker that I had. I actually think it's a paint marker, and it's like in a rose gold yellow-ish color. And I just added a couple of little dots in between the pattern to kind of break it up a little bit, and like I said, to add a little bit of color. And here it is in my wonderfully painted wood paneling living room. I just really love it. I think it's a fun textured piece and it's pretty big, which I love making bigger pieces. And I put it opposite side of another DIY piece on my fireplace, and I just think it's a really fun and really eclectic different piece. And I hung it up just with some command Velcro strips, and it held up really well. So I'm really excited about this piece in our living room. So on to project 3. I am going back now to a living room piece. I keep changing my mind and adding things, and I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I wanted to add a hanging element in my library, which is our front room, and I decided I really wanted to make a light. So what do? I take up my very trusty bamboo skewers that I absolutely love creating projects with. If you don't know or you have never seen some of my projects, I will have one listed above where I make a huge terrarium. Words hard, guys. Terrarium with these large bamboo skewers. And what I'm going to be making is a geometric hanging piece. And you can kind of see in my notebook, I kind of drew it out. I had an idea in my head and I just started going with it. I, of course, added more. So I would love to hear your opinion if this is a piece you would like to recreate, or maybe you wouldn't add as much final detail that I add, but I love it in my living room or in my library, and I think it's a really fun, eclectic piece. So with pretty much all of my bamboo pieces that I make, I start out with a simple square at the bottom and then I build from there. And since I am creating a dimensional piece, I kind of started with the first TP area and just kind of glued from there, let that settle. And I added a little bit extra security for this piece because I knew it was going to be hanging. So I took some of my natural raffia and wrapped it around all of the angle pieces of where I hot glued. One, it kind of helped cover up the hot glue, and two, I definitely felt like it added a little bit of security since I'm going to be hanging a little Dollar Tree light from this as well. And I cut my bottom skewers half of the size of my top skewers, and I also cut an angle on both ends so that it would lay a little bit more flush with the square. And then I glued 2 of the popsicle bamboo skewers together to make right angles, and I did that to both of them. And then I'm going to glue the 2 right angles, you will see, right here against each other. That was the easiest way I could think to allow them to, as you can see, balance on each other and the base square. And remember when I said I sometimes just keep going? That's what I did. My original idea, I don't even know what happened to it, but I was like, oh, let me add a little bit of raffia detailing, and this is what happened. I just started going. There was no rhyme or reason. I just kind of had fun with it and let my creativity just run wild. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this end result. I like it, but it was so much work. I had to glue every single strip of the raffia to make sure it didn't slip on the bamboo. So why I didn't originally just paint it the gold paint that I bought for this project, I don't know. Let me know. Yeah, I mean, I love it, but it was a lot of work. So if you end up recreating this, please, please, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your recreation. And here you go. Here's the final project, my little hanging lamp. I just absolutely love it. It's really cute. I would say nightlight in my library. I've turned it on several times and I just think it gives off a really cool design on the wall, and I couldn't be happier with it. Totally extra, but totally me. I hope you guys enjoyed all of these projects that I came up with, and I hope you will definitely check out Nicole's channel, and I will see you guys next time.